What's going on, my beautiful people from YouTube? Let's talk about the Deeper Connect PICO. That's point number one. I want to show you how to get it for free. Actually, I don't want to make it too clickbaity, so I'll say it this way. You can actually make money by buying this thing, even if you never plug it in. I know it's kind of wild, but I'll show you exactly how to do that. Point number two, I want to go over Planetwatch, just the Awair situation that's been going on right now. I want to give you my thoughts and things that I have seen and attitudes behind the whole thing. And last but not least, point number three, I'll take a quick glance at the markets. So hit back on the video that I talked about yesterday, because it actually does apply to what I'm talking about right now with the PICO and everything else. You'll see how it all ties in. I promise I always try to make it, make it all work together. And to start out, smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. If you've been seeing the channel about, before, and you know that I'm going to be able to provide you a little bit of value, even if you disagree with me. Because at the end of the day, I tell people all the time, you don't have to agree with everything I say. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are and the things that you might disagree with, and that's okay. Drop a comment down below. Like, the goal is not for me to be the know-all, and I don't know everything, but I am doing my best to do my own research to figure things out, and I'm here to encourage you to do exactly the same. But whatever I find out, I'm going to be sharing that with you. And we're going to start out with this right here. Deeper Connect PICO. They are on Kickstarter right now. There will be a link on the description as well. I'll put it on the first comment to be able to purchase this. If you use my link, I do benefit from it. I don't know how I benefit and what it actually gives me, but you get 10 of these units for $1,240. Crazy, right? Like, super expensive. But wait, that's not all. Here's what they're doing. They're giving your money back in DPR. It will be locked up for 2 years. But it's a good investment. If you're basically saving, putting, $1,240 away so you can get that money later and cash out 2 years from now. Here, let me show you what I'm talking about specifically. Right here, this is the campaign for the Deeper Connect PICO. So if you pledge $1,240, you get the PICO plus 10 Wi-Fi adapters as a combo. And I'm going to put a little pressure here because I knew that they were offering too many of these, right? And here's how I know. They set up as sold out right here for the PICO Wi-Fi adapter and the Mini for 5 combo sets. And they only had 23 backers. So they can make this thing go away at any time. I don't know when they're going to do that, but if the price action of DPR drops, I can see them doing this fairly soon. They're almost at $1 million. I don't know what their goal is, or to raise with this Kickstarter. But just like they canceled this bottom one here for the PICO and Wi-Fi adapter and 5 minis, they can do the same exact thing for the PICOs at any point. So this here for $1,240, yeah, it's a chunk of change. But hey, in my opinion, if you're able to get it back, it's all worth it. And they're making it easy for you to get it back. All you got to do is make sure that you come in here and put in your email address that you purchased that PICO through, and you're going to be entered to get your money back. They're asking for you to do it 24 hours after purchasing the combo, and you're going to be credited. And this is a question that everybody was asking. You will receive the price, the price of DPR here at real-time market of DPR when the user registers on the DPR reward campaign portal. So if it's set at 10 cents, the user will be rewarded with 12,400 DPR. This is perfect. This is what we've been asking for, and I'm so thrilled. And this is why I'm actually talking about the Planetwatch Awair situation right now. I've talked about Planetwatch before, and people have been pretty upset with Planetwatch because of what's been going on. They are not receiving the rewards that they're supposed to with their Awair units. And let me just play this piece, and I want you guys to see the difference between things that are being said on the 10th of November and one other clip. Take a listen to this.
As I said in a post, we had a choice between compressing testing times and releasing an app soon, which would enable sensor onboarding soon enough, or saying we want to get everything perfect. We will pause till January. Maybe we stop selling licenses. We stop taking orders for sensors. We take our time and we release something very polished in January. So we chose the first option, going fast and trying to do the best possible release. And of course, sure enough, this was far from perfect. Now, most issues are related to location errors. So the first major decision
All right. So he talks about, basically he's saying that, hey, we made the decision to go ahead and ship out, not ship out, but publish the app as is, and it's going to be fine. We'll sort it out as we go along. Okay. I'll pretend I buy it. You guys have been announcing that this was coming out a while, for a little while now. I'm not sure how it's rushed. You're basically not rushing. You set bad deadlines. That's what it is. If you set a deadline, you're not rushing. You're meeting deadlines. Rushing would be if you're doing it ahead of schedule. You're either on time or you're late. There is no rushing here. Rushing means you launch things early, right? So get that piece out of the way, and I want you to see where I'm going with this. Now, I do have this portion here, and I want to show you guys. So the Awair Element unit. The Awair Element unit is a Type 4 sensor, which requires a Type 4 license, so you got to pay for it. And the white paper tells us for Type 4 sensors, you're supposed to earn 23 planets a day. Wonderful. And then people are reporting that they're earning way less than that. They're earning 14. I saw some people earning 10. It's not what it was meant to be. And I'm like, okay, so they're going to sort this out. It's going to be fine. Or so I thought. And then we saw this little number here inside of the Awair Element instructions, right? And how to activate. I mean, straightforward. You got to add sensors. New page shows up, and you got to click, clickety, click, 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 and then you get to this portion right here. Please note, Planetwatch is not liable for data loss in the event of a server or data stream malfunction due to Awair or their service providers. This piece right here is a slap in the face for everybody that is, into Planetwatch, because at the end of the day, that's their way of saying, not our problem. If you're not earning your rewards, that's on them, not on us. And what it boiled down to is that Awair was not sending the information as often as Planetwatch would like them to send it to them. Think about this. So the company that Planetwatch chose to partner with is not giving Planetwatch what they want. Therefore, it's the customer's fault and responsibility if they lose out on earnings. It's ridiculous. This is crazy. I don't know what world people live in to say that it's Awair's fault, so too bad. Do I like Awair as a company? No, right now they're like super low on the totem pole. I can tell you right now that they owe people orders that ordered at a lower price point, and they're not meeting those commitments. And I'll get back to that. I'll even, I have no problem, shouting from the rooftops the wrongdoings of people, because the little guys who ordered, they're just getting ignored. So you're going to see some tweets going out, and I'm going to make sure to hold them accountable is the best way for me to say this. But for Planetwatch to come out and say, oh, it's not our fault, it's Awair, so too bad, so sad. Like, that's not okay. That's not how it works. And the reason I bring this up is community, right? The reason things work in crypto a lot of times is not because companies are just incredibly generous and they care about people. And this is, going to make things so much better. Like the people's network and giving all the rewards to 5% of the people when the network comes back online. That's a topic for tomorrow. But you guys make a difference, because I want you to hear a little bit different story, fast forwarding just a week. And if you go back on the AMAs for Planetwatch, you're going to see some arrogance, I guess you can say, with we're not going to disclose things because we're making deals, we're making decisions to, in the best interest of Planetwatch, and we want companies basically to bid for the position. Like super high-end business talk, right? Like, I got this is going to be taken care of. And then Planetwatch is not liable for data loss in the event of server or data stream malfunctions due to Awair or their service providers. You're either in charge of it or you're not. Don't play a game of like, oh yeah, it's okay. Oh wait, it's not okay. You're either nodal, and you guys know I do love nodal, where they're like, hey, give us the data. We're not going to prevent anybody from coming in. Bring on the data, and we'll take it in. We'll take it in. and they're not making partnerships, crazy partnerships to, say like, oh yeah, we're going to make only these devices available. Only these devices can do it. No, they're an open network, right? So if you're going to have a closed network like Helium, if you're going to have a closed network like Planetwatch, where they are making the decisions on who comes on and who comes, who can or can't, partner with them and make a boatload of money in the process, you better take responsibility for those actions. And I'm so happy that people are standing up to this and have caused this little number here to take place.
So let's get into the hot issues now, because there are several, right? So to begin with, I'm glad to announce
he's reading all of this,
that we have hopefully sorted out all the major issues which were affecting rewards for Aware Element sensors. So let's write it. As a consequence of this work, as of tomorrow, rewards for Aware Element sensors are expected to be fully in line with expectations, which means the following. If your Aware Element is properly installed, properly connected, it has Wi-Fi, Ethernet access, you don't unplug it from the mains, and nothing strange happens.
Reading.
It should be able to issue all the data streams that we need and then receive max daily rewards according to the white paper. Okay. Of course, issues with individual devices can always occur for any reason. And that applies incidentally to all devices in the network.
So I don't know, maybe I'm being too judgy, and I apologize if that's the case, but there's two different people that talks in these videos, and I want you guys to go check it out for yourself. I'm not going to be the one to say that I'm right about this, but let me know if you think I'm right. There's two different people that talk in this video. There's the person who's like, crap, I got to make this, I guess, apology that we're fixing things and that we are taking responsibility for our actions. And then there's the guy, I don't know, it's somewhere out here in the video. Like, he basically tells people to stop creating tickets. And like,
so think of everything.
He goes on to say, like, stop creating so many tickets. We can't handle it. Why would you create 5 tickets for the same issue? That's not helping anybody. I would expect a little bit more. Like, that type of mentality to come down on users and saying don't create that many tickets on an AMA. Guys, AMAs are for people who are invested in projects. The people who are just doing whatever they want as far as tickets and whatever else, they're not going to be watching the AMA. That's not smart to basically come down with a hammer on top of these people that are just users. What you need to do is figure out a way to decrease the number of tickets. When somebody's about to send in a ticket, say, hey, is this related to this ticket that you've already opened? Like, this is not a user error. This is a software error. Like, I like, it just blows my mind how companies don't see that you need a plan, you need to prep for the worst case scenario, for the worst user. Like, people are going to make mistakes. Yes, it's not going to be perfect. And you can't just come out on YouTube live and say, oh, you guys need to stop creating tickets. It's overwhelming and it's not the right way to do it. This is not a chat. Be professional. I don't know how else I can say this, but please, like, this is just a little piece of advice. Be professional. And instead of saying, hey, stop creating tickets, you guys are abusing the system, this is not a chat. Like, no. Hey guys, seems like everybody has been creating multiple tickets. I want to, mitigate this problem. Want to make sure that you guys understand that once you create a ticket, we will go through with it and follow up on the ticket until it is finalized. Also, keep in mind, if you already created a ticket, go back to your original ticket if you have additional comments. And we are working on our application to make sure that we allow you to go back into your tickets as opposed to easily creating a brand new one. So I appreciate all the support, and we're going to go ahead and move forward. Like, that's how you handle it. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm crazy, but that's just how business works in my mind. You take care of the customers and you do everything in your power to make sure that it's a smooth operations, like a smooth transition to handle tickets, to handle these requests, as opposed to just bashing them with a hammer. But let's get to point number 3, because we have things to give away, and you know how we do it on the channel. But here we go. Let me share my screen. Oh, wow, it's down. Did I say I was going to come back and tell you I told you so? Like, even if this is all it does and it just comes down to here, I mean, you could have made 4.3% since yesterday, the last 24 hours. If you would have swapped over to stablecoin and bought it back in right now. I don't think this is the end of it. And I got a few people that reach out to me directly saying, well, there's, we don't have to worry, it's never going to drop below 59 now. Everything's pretty secure. There's a lot of resistance there. And we're at 58. So I don't know what resistance people were referring to. I don't want to believe this. I don't want to think that we're going into this mini bear market. I don't think it's a bear market. I think it's just honestly a shakeout, and people are starting to understand that this is about to happen. So it's dropping slowly. I do foresee a steeper, drop, possibly here. Either way, like, I'm just playing it safe. Like, I'm not telling you guys to do this, because obviously it's not financial advice, just some random dude on YouTube that's been doing this for like 10 years or so. But I don't know. Like I said, if you would have done what I did yesterday, you would be, not down 4.3% on ETH right now. Or if you're in BNB, I mean, it's almost 7%. That's kind of a lot of money. So that's all I'm saying. Not financial advice. It's just watch things. Like, I'm not a magician. I'm not, some crazy fortune teller. I'm just a big nerd who likes to read things. And that's why I shared what I shared, why I stuck a market video in a mining channel. And, I stuck that information about what's happening with the markets, even though I normally don't cover market stuff. But I think it's important. I think that it would benefit all of you. I mean, you guys could have saved a bunch of money. I mean, to me, that's pretty straightforward. It's just the way I like to look at it, is like, how can I save money? Because keeping your coins as is, it's not bad. I think it's going to go back up. And please understand this. I believe that, this is like a good, there's going to be a good run even before the end of the year, I believe. But if I can not lose money, that's good. Right? Like, I've always been in the mentality of like, just let it sit, let it ride. But more and more, I've been just not losing out on these dips, because essentially what's happening is that I would have lost, 4.3% on all of my ETH. That's losing money. So instead, I'm just pulling that money, putting it in stablecoin, holding it out for a little bit, and then buying back in. And I don't want to say it's the smart thing to do, because it's my opinion, but it's the safe thing to do, because there's two options. It would drop and you lose money, or it would go up, in which case you would simply not make money if you pulled it out, right? Like, if you pull your money out, you're not losing money. You're just not going to be making money, which in my opinion is okay, because anytime I have USD, I'm earning at least 8% on all of my my USDC. USDC with crypto.com. I got to put that link down in the description below, but that's, to me, a no-brainer. Like, it's a safe thing to do. Like, I'm literally playing it safe by pulling money into stablecoin. And at the end of the day, hey, if it pays out, great. And if the market comes up and I miss out on some gains, that's okay too. It's just the safe thing to do. If you're the way I do it sometimes, like, whenever it's questionable and it could go one way or another, I just pull some of it out. Like, I will pull out half of it. That way I don't feel bad in case it goes up. But in case it drops, then I'm somewhat protected, right? Like, you just got to make your own decisions on these things. But as always, let me encourage you, do your research. If you watched the video from yesterday, find out what it actually means. Like, go look that stuff up yourself, because it's really important to understand where the markets are and where, like, the major profits can be, found. It's the way I'm doing it. It's the way I want to encourage all of you to do it. And that one really important thing you guys want to do is also smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm, because at the end of the day, that's why I'm here. That's why I am able to make these videos, because you all have been so awesome by leaving comments down below, helping the algorithm. They love when there are comments down below. When there's like conversations going on, YouTube's like, yeah, this video is going to go up. So I'll leave it here. Tomorrow, I'll make sure to get that helium video up. I actually got to go back outside and take care of some wiring, and I'll show you guys exactly what I'm doing. But it should be a good time. Thank you so much, and I'll see you all on the next video. Take care. Now, why does it matter? Why does it matter if the markets are falling for this video? And I'll share my screen. Well, because if you remember what the Deeper Network people said, that you go here and then you go to the Deeper Network user login. I'll put that link down below. It says that the amount of DPR received will be based on the real-time market. Let me make this bigger. Real-time market price of DPR when the user registers on the DPR reward campaign portal. For example, if the price of DPR is 10 cents at the time of registration, you're going to get 12,400 DPR. This is cool. And here's why I'm saying the markets matter for this case. I did not register. I didn't put my email in here yet because I'm watching the token price. And over the last, 24 hours, it's down 4%. So why in the world would I put in my email address there when the price of the token is high? If I believe there's a dip coming, I'm going to ride this out. I'm going to wait a little bit before I put my email in. Yeah, maybe it's not much, but every little bit counts. And it could mean that in 2 years, it makes a huge difference. Because as the price goes up, every little bit turns into a lot more. So in 2 years from now, when I'm able to get DPR tokens, I'm hoping the price is going to be higher, right? And if I can get in at a lower price, hey, I'm going to do it. That's the idea. So why does the market matter? That's why the markets matter for this video. I am not going to put my email in quite yet. Over the last 7 days, the high was 22 cents. Right now, we are sitting at, we're sitting at 18. Yeah, we're sitting at just about 18 cents. And I think there's a little bit more room for this thing to drop. There's a lot of people that are in Deeper that are willing to buy it at certain levels, and people getting their devices are also buying DPR so they can stake. But I think there's a little bit more room. I'm looking at either if it starts going back up or if the price hits 16, then I'm gonna put my email in. Like that's my target right now. Again, I don't think it's gonna crash. I don't think the entire market's gonna die. I just honestly think that there is room for this thing to dip a little bit more, and I'm just waiting it out. And worst case scenario, yes, I will miss out. But hey, that's just kind of how it works. You know what you guys are not going to miss out on? That Yeti mug that I talked to you guys about last video. So let me go ahead and pick a winner. Get YouTube comments. 77 unique comments. I'm going to hit start. Basically, I just want to know what you guys think about the markets, right? Like that was a pretty straightforward video. Let's see. Thank you. Cash summoned crypto last night. Thanks for your advice. Hey, Igor. Berman. Head on over to the Discord, open a ticket, and I'll make sure you get yourself that Yeti mug. I just need your address and stuff so I can ship it out to you. But yeah, again, the goal of the channel is to try to make you guys, profitable. Share a little bit of my experience, share what I'm doing. I'm outside right now, taking care of my antenna for helium. I know I'm crazy, right? Like super, super smart. I'm letting my rewards, dwindle just because I want to make sure that I show you a comparison of like a regular setup and a good setup. You can see my minted miner right there behind my shoulder. So that one right now is only inside because I'm recording the video. As soon as I'm done, I'm going to pop that window open. It goes right on the window so you guys can see what a regular setup earns. And from there, I'm going to put that big old antenna on top of the roof. And you guys are going to see what real earnings are supposed to look like. That's the plan. And again, I'll pick... this is PICO. So yeah, I'll pick a comment for this one as well. So if you guys leave a comment down below, let me know if you guys are getting the PICO, not getting the PICO, what you guys think about all this stuff. I'm not going to be picky with this one. I want to make sure I get you guys that Deeper Connect NFT, Deeper Connected NFT. It's man, so much going on. Like I literally took a break from outside to come in here and record this video, tell you guys about what's going on and make sure you don't miss out on a free PICO. Well, not 1, 10. And the Wi-Fi adapters, and like the Wi-Fi adapters, you can grab that one and stick it on your Deeper Connect Mini or your Genesis or whatever else too. So that's a nice little feature of that device. Is the I guess you can basically pop it out and use it on another one, which is super, super nice. But I'll leave it here. You all are awesome, and I will see you on the next video where we'll hopefully I can get this thing edited because it's a lot of work, and I'm trying to be more consistent with videos because you're all like, oh, we miss seeing your videos. So here I am. Here we go. Let's try to get you guys more footage, more info, and more fun stuff, information about the markets, information about mining, information about how life is going. And I hope you all are doing well. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.